Who is your guardian angel? Pick a card reading. So there are 5 options. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I want to say for the record that most people have one guardian angel and one guardian daemon, which represents the Sephiroth and the Kupoth aspects of ourselves. Now, some people will have more than one of each, and that is totally cool too. And a lot of times guardians will come and go. This guardian, maybe you have already channeled your guardian angel, and maybe you feel drawn, really drawn to a different card. Well, it could be that this is a new guardian, or it could be that you've been wanting to know for a while. And then you're drawn to a card and you're like, oh, that totally resonates and that makes sense. If you're drawn to multiple cards, it could be that you have multiple guardians, or you might be drawn to those energies. So this is a general reading. So it's not going to be 100% accurate for you, more than likely. So if you would like a private reading whereby I can look into this for you, definitely hit me up. Let's go ahead and get into it. Focus on which card you are drawn to, and then we're going to move on to pile 1. Okay, those of you who chose card 1, let's get into it. All right, card 1. Your guardian angel is Vihuaya. This means the exalting God. This particular angel is a seraphim, and it is mentioned vaguely in Psalm 3:4, which says, "But thou art Lord, art a shield for me, my glory and the lifter up of mine head." So basically, a person born under the influence of this particular angel has a skillful nature, is blessed with great wisdom. Vihuaya can assist you to undertake and execute the most difficult of things. I want to also mention that this angel is a soul guardian for those who were born from 12 a.m. to 12:20 a.m. and a moral guardian for those born on the 20th of March, 31st of May, 11th of August, 22nd of October, or 2nd of January, and a physical guardian for those born from the 20th to the 24th of March. So if you have any of those birthdays, that might be why you chose this particular pile, this particular card. So you don't have to be, though. As I mentioned, most people only have one at a time, but some people have multiple. If this particular angel popped up for you and you would like to work with this particular angel, there are sigils you can work with. So this is a sigil right here. And the energy and nature of this angel is the energy and nature of the Fool card in the major arcana. So anytime you're trying to embark on a new journey, especially where you're going off of faith and passion and a childlike nature, I'm picking up actually Aries energy from this, which is interesting because, the 20th through the 24th of March is Aries, and it's definitely some cusp energy. It's definitely an angel of new beginnings. I'm also getting masculine energy for this angel. Now, I want to say off the bat that I am actually not familiar with this particular seraphim angel, but I'm going to channel some messages that are coming through. So let me go into it now. Okay, so I'm getting that those of you who chose this card need to face your fears, because your fears are what's standing in the way of you starting new projects and becoming successful in your endeavors. I also got the phrase, "we are always watching over you." So some of you, like those of you that chose this particular card, may have multiple angels watching over you, at least at this time. I'm also getting the message, enjoy the journey. So those of you that chose this card, lately you might be going through a lot. You might feel as though you're in the dark night of the soul. You might be more obsessed with, the destination instead of the journey. And so this particular angel is reminding you to enjoy the journey. Wow. Okay. I also just got, I will always be there for you. Pretty special. I also got a strong energy that this particular angel may show up in your dreams and take you on actual journeys in the astral or even in the celestial realm. That just popped through for some of you. Okay. Well, thank you to the angel Vihuaya, and I hope that this reading and channeled session, I hope that this reading and channeled message from this angel resonated. Take it, resonance, leave the rest, as it is a general reading. And if you would like a private reading, definitely reach out to me. I'm going to go on to pile 2. Thank you, pile 1. Okay, those of you who chose pile 2, this is your reading. Let's get into it. Your guardian angel is the Archangel Gabriel. So I want to say right off the bat that Gabriel has a very feminine energy. So a lot of people tend to associate the Archangel Gabriel with a male, but really Gabriel has a very feminine energy. And Gabriel also is very associated with water and the coordinate or the direction of the west. Also, Gabriel is wonderful when it comes to healing, especially emotional healing and healing of the heart. Very good angel to work with when you're working on emotional healing, heart chakra work, or you're wanting to improve your relationships with others. And it doesn't have to be romantic. It can also be, friends, family, acquaintances, anything having to do with the emotions. So I also want to say that Archangel Gabriel's name means God is my strength. And he's also loosely referenced in Daniel 8:16 in the Bible. And it says, "And I heard a man's voice from Uliah calling Gabriel, tell this man the meaning of the vision." So the Archangel Gabriel also tends to be the divine revealer of messages, and he has a power to cause vast destruction. He's also one of the rulers of the order of angels as well. And along with water, he is associated with the moon. He's also associated with the moon in the major arcana of the tarot as well. Let me go ahead and channel some messages about this particular angel. I said he, but really more of a she. Okay. Wants you to wash your soul with her healing waters. Her healing waters. I just heard that part of the scripture will lie down in green pastures. So I'm getting that this is a time for you guys to rest and become restored, to take a breath, to take a beat, wait to be restored by the waters of life. So some of you might feel like you've been in almost like a desert-like situation where you're wandering through the desert. So just like the Israelites in the Bible, right? And you're wondering, when am I going to reach my paradise? When am I going to finally create my life and into the riches, into the abundance? And I feel like the Archangel Gabriel is saying, just wait, it's coming. You've put in the work, just wait, rest. And also drink plenty of water. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water right now, because water is going to be what heals you. Some of you might even be called to do a water fast right now, maybe like a day, 2 days, 3 days, 7 days. I also got an image of seaweed. Some of you might feel the need to take spirulina or sea moss or something having to do with sea vegetables. Some of you may feel the need to take a sea salt bath to cleanse yourself, or spend time near the ocean or river, or near bodies of water. For a very select few of you, I feel like you've been indoors too long. I feel like the Archangel Gabriel is saying, go outside. Go outside in the rain, even if it's raining. Some of you might be saying, oh, I don't like the weather. It's raining and snowing. The Archangel Gabriel is saying, you need to get outside. Enjoy yourself in the rain or the snow. Drink some hot tea. Okay, anything else? Okay, so that's all I have from Archangel Gabriel. So I hope that resonated with you guys. Like I said, it's a general reading, so take it resonance and leave the rest. And if you like a book a private reading with me, you can definitely do that on my website. I hope this resonated. We're going to now move on to pile 3. Thank you, pile 2. Okay, those of you who chose pile 3, let's get into it. All right, 3. So your guardian angel is the world, Dhammabaya. So this angel is actually called God, the source of wisdom. That's what Dhammabaya means. And this angel is loosely referenced in Psalm 90:13. Return, O Lord, how long, and let it repent concerning thy servants. So those born under Dhammabaya will distinguish themselves in marine affairs through their expeditions and discoveries, and will amass a considerable fortune. That means that you might have a knack for doing things relating to the ocean or travel by sea, whether that's in the military, maybe you're a marine biologist, oceanographer, maybe you're somebody that just likes to travel a lot, maybe you partake in water sports or something having to do with water, and you are somebody that could actually get quite a big fortune or get wealth through any type of water-based expeditions. Dhamabaya protects against magic spells, assists in obtaining wisdom, and the undertaking of successful ventures and governs seas, rivers, springs, and sailors. You might also have been drawn to pile 2, so if you were, definitely check that out. That's why I mentioned that, because pile 2 had a lot to do with water too. Soul Guardian for those born from 9:20 p.m. to 9:40 p.m. Moral Guardian for those born on the 23rd of May, the 3rd of August, the 14th of October, the 25th of December, or the 7th of March. Physical Guardian for those born from the 3rd to the 7th of February. So I'm going to go ahead and channel any messages from Dhamabaya. Okay, I just heard, this is so interesting because I know Dhamabaya represents the world and not the Wheel of Fortune. But I just saw a wheel turning and I heard him say, the Wheel of Fortune is always turning. So there's always an opportunity, he says, to better yourself and to bring new, beautiful situations, people, or circumstances into your life and to obtain everything you desire. He's real big, I'm getting, on helping you obtain what you desire most in this world, as long as you're willing to do what it takes, but be fair in doing what it takes, is kind of what I'm getting. I feel like he also watches over the cycles and like rules over how the cycles all work together in unison, is the energy I'm getting. In fact, let me see on the very bottom here. Fountain of Wisdom gives success in all ventures. Yep. And see, I hadn't even read that, guys. And then look at the sigil here. Look at that. So if you want to work with him, that's also his sigil. But yeah, I knew I was picking up on that kind of energy. I'm getting a lot of like energy of cycles, cyclical energy, opportunity, luck, whether it's good or bad. But it's just like, he's like, look, hey, if you don't get it next time around, there's, if you don't get it this time around, there's always next time. Keep going. Don't settle. I'm definitely getting that he more so resides over the physical realm and the way things operate in 3D. So maybe if you felt drawn to him, and maybe if your birthday isn't one of the birthdays listed, maybe it's because you want to be successful in the 3D world. You want to kind of have it all. You want to have your cake and eat it too. He's definitely good for that. And he likes to assist in that, I'm getting. If you want to take any adventures, traveling, I'm also getting he's good for that as well. Not so much as protecting you while traveling, but more so like just giving you getting you the most out of your opportunity, like what opportunities come your way. I saw fire and light, and I saw the color green, so maybe he might present himself like that to you if you work with him or you want to work with him. And he's like, you can have it all, don't settle. So some of you who picked this pile, maybe, like I said, if he's not like your guardian from birth, maybe you're feeling drawn to him now because you're like, hey, I'm done settling. I've spent my whole life settling, or I spent my whole life scrimping pie, and I'm over it. I want it all. And he's saying, yes, you can have it all. So that's what I'm getting for you guys 3. Hope it resonated. Take it resonates, leave the rest, as this is a general reading. And if you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can definitely do that. Thank you. 3. We are now moving on to 4. Okay, those of you who chose pile 4, let's get into it. Okay, your guardian angel is Mehiel. Mehiel is associated with the sun in the major arcana of the Tarot. He is also one of the archangels, and he is loosely associated with Psalm 33:18 of the Bible, which says, behold, the eye of the Lord is upon them that fear him, upon them that hope in his mercy. So those born under Mehiel's influence will distinguish themselves in literature. So you may be a writer, or you may be somebody that gets written about. Mehiel will fight against your adversaries, protects against rabies and wild beasts, and governs savants, professors, and orators. So if you're somebody that is an intellect, that is a philosopher, a professor, somebody that is a scholar, things of this nature, he's a very good angel to work with. Soul Guardian for those born from 9 p.m. to 9:20 p.m. Moral Guardian from those born on May 22nd, August 2nd, October 13th, December 24th, or March 6th. Physical Guardian for those born from the 29th of January to the 2nd of February. So very solar energy. I'm also getting protective energy. I'm getting masculine energy. Let me go ahead and receive channeled messages from him. I'm definitely getting Archangel of the Gold Ray. Oh my gosh, guys, I just heard that song. Don't worry about a thing, darling. Don't worry about a thing. I think that's how it goes, but it was the don't worry about a thing. I just heard that. So some of you might be really worried or nervous about how things are going to transpire in your life. Some of you may be waiting to hear back on legal issues, waiting to hear back, like, maybe there's a case, like a justice case. I don't know why that just popped in my head. Some of you might just be waiting for your path to clear. You might have been building a lot, working on a lot. You're just kind of in the waiting game right now, or you feel like very weighed down and like a lot might be going against you. You might feel a lot of pressure. And Mehiel is saying, don't worry about a thing. It's all handled because you are associated with the sun in this regard. So if you chose this card, that's what's coming your way. Joy, pleasure, light, synergy. These are the words coming through, by the way, that are popping into my head. No more waiting after this. Yeah. No more worrying. And for some of you, it's going to like be a shock. It's going to come out of nowhere. It's kind of like you got so used to shit the way it was that when this happens, you're just going to be like, whoa, hold on to your hats. You know what I'm saying? No more tears, he said too. So some of you might be doing a lot of crying. And that's why he stepped in. So even if he's not your guardian by birth, he's stepping in because he's heard your cries. Oh, he also said, face your soul chakra. So that's interesting. Some of you may be avoiding your higher selves, or some of you may know that you're supposed to work with your soul star chakra and you're not doing it. And I want to say, if you're on my Patreon, then you know that I have posts dedicated to the soul star chakra and how you can work with that chakra. So definitely check that out. Of course, it depends on the tier you're in. So that's all the messages I have from Mehiel. I want to say also, because I've forgotten to say this on a couple of cards, I want to thank all the angels and their energy that came through so far. So we have one left. This is all I have for you, pile 4. Take a resonance, leave the rest, as this is a general reading. Make sure if you would like a private reading that you book with me on my website. Okay, I'm gonna move on to pile 5. Thanks again, pile 4. Okay, those of you who chose pile 5, let's get into it. Your guardian angel is Lelahel, which also represents the Knight of Pentacles in the Standard Tarot. So his name means the praiseworthy God. And he is a seraphim. He's loosely associated with Psalm 9:12 in the Bible. Sing praises to the Lord, which dwelleth in Zion. Declare among the people his doings. The person born under this angel's influence will love to converse and will acquire fame through their talents and actions. So if you're somebody that has been wanting to be famous, has wanted to get a large following in social media, or to get a lot of recognition, this angel can help you with that. And that, especially if you are born under this angel's influence, which I'm about to read in just a second, but I wanted to just spend a second explaining all of that you definitely have the energy for that if you chose this pile. So if you've been wanting to be famous or wanting to put yourselves out there, listen to that call, listen to that inner pull, because that's there for a reason. Lelahel helps acquire knowledge and cure illnesses. So some of you might want to be doctors or holistic healers or energy workers. He can help with that. Soul guardian for those born from 1:40 a.m. to 2 a.m. Moral guardian for those born on the 25th of March, the 5th of June, the 16th of August, the 27th of October, or the 27th or the 7th of January. Physical guardian for those born from the 14th to the 18th of April. So now I'm going to go ahead and channel any messages that he might have for you. Warrior energy is what I got. Slow and steady wins the race. Don't hurry. There's no hurry. You are surrounded by wealth and abundance. Even if it hasn't materialized, it's coming. Don't get discouraged because your wealth may appear to come in slowly. That is the Knight of Pentacles energy, which he does roll over that archetype. So don't think just because your wealth may come slowly or may take time to come, don't think that means it's not coming. Also, don't rush decisions. Wait for the right time to make a move. You have to think in terms of a chess game, not a relay race. That's for somebody specific, I think. I also feel that if you chose this card, success doesn't come to you when you rush things because you tend to make mistakes and do things incomplete, or you tend to make snap judgments that aren't actually good for you. Like some people have to make snap judgments. Some people have to make snap judgments, and other people, it's not really in their energy field. They actually do better when they do the slow build. So for you guys, I'm getting that more often than not, it's about the slow build and being cautious as you make decisions and as you build up your future. Some of you may have the turtle or the tortoise as your totem or as an animal guide, or you may feel drawn to that animal. I'm getting that energy. That is also associated with this angel, is kind of what I'm getting. And you know, the turtle is associated with wisdom as well, but also the slow and steady wins the race. So that's what I have for you guys, pile 5. I hope that this resonated for you. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, definitely do so on my website, and stay tuned for future readings. I want to say one more time, thank you to all the angels for showing up and for giving these messages and making themselves known. And thank you to my patrons, my followers, and my fans for supporting me on this reading. Definitely like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you are on YouTube watching this. Thanks again. Take care. Check out my website, thetantricdragoness.com, to book a private akashic reading or any other reading. Also, akashic portraits, consultations, shamanic journeys, starseed charts, primordial dragon fire healing, and much more. You can also subscribe to Patreon to learn how to do a lot of this yourself through various templates I've designed. Activate Diamond Consciousness, Activate the Black Flame, Journey the Underworld, Tantric Healing and BDSM, Astral Projection and Power, Shields, Cloaks, Wards, Learning Light Language, Exclusive and Premier Readings, Soul Fragment Retrieval, Advanced Ancestral Work, Creating Your Own Shamanic Sanctuary, and much more. Thanks for your support, and stay tuned for future videos.